get in that window either. What is this place? Who the fuck makes windows you can't just crawl in? And obviously, like, places that want to, like, have increased security and shit, obviously, but, I mean, come on. What was that? Regular scope. I can work with that. That'll make things a little more interesting. They'll be able to see things. Well, see things more. Alright. There's a car coming flying past here, so long as they don't know that I'm here, they'll help me. Alright. Might as well put that on you. Alright. And let's see what we got here. Oh, actually, fucking hell. Leave that shit here. That'll get me done. Alright. So I know there's 2 more people that way. Or at least 1. I've heard gunshots. I'm now headed towards the circle, so I have a fair chance if I see somebody, I might be able to cap them with this. So, see how that goes. There was gunfire over there. I'm not hearing it anymore, but I'm hearing it over there. So I'm going to run a little bit more sideways into the zone and hope that I might come across somebody. Because if I do, obviously I'm going to shoot him. Or I'm going to try to. And you guys know what I do by now. Like, I point and shoot and then, like, flap around because I can't hit the thing and then, like, you know, start squeaking and, like, fleeing. It's about usual. Either I kill them or I like, run away in a panic. There's no real in between. Oh, actually, there's, like, one extra step in there, too. It's the absolute deadpan, oh, I killed them. And just, like, keep going. That's also great, too. Alright, well, at the moment, I could probably say run with my guns put away. Just to... I know there's something over there. I also have something on my leg. I don't know what's crawling on me. Fucking hell. Bugs have got to stop, you know. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody running out of that place. There should be 1 person ahead of me in this direction at least. And I'm also pretty far from the circle. I'm going to get a little bit of boost so I can run a little bit faster. I'm also very fortunate. I haven't really had to run through areas that have the polar bears much. I've had a couple of, like, games where they've ended in and around the polar bears, but nothing really, like, you know, where you're at risk of just getting absolutely, like, there's no way around kind of situation. It's been good. I was worried when they first brought out polar bears. I'm like, what do? Did they just have, like, a red zone and somebody releases a bunch of polar bears and everybody just runs? Like, you know, some kind of, like, running with the bulls kind of situation. What was that? Alright, just twigs and shit. There is somebody over here. I am keeping an eye out for them. But I am expecting somebody to actually be in the zone. I'm just thinking somebody's up at those houses. They're up at those houses. They need to move up. Somebody's definitely ahead of me up near those ski lift thing. I haven't seen anybody over here at all. What I'm thinking is after I get into this zone, I might, depending on how far the next zone is, actually. Alright, I was gonna say I might stop and kill this guy, but right now I need a car, because that next zone is way far in. If I don't find a car here, if I don't have, like, a lift or something that can, like, help me get there, that's gonna be a big problem. There's no cars along here for starters. Unless that's one. Nah, guardrail. Alright. Where? Sorry? Oh, there. Oh, yeah. I don't even know if I can get you from here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Well, that would be the guy that was running in from that way. I'm going to go up this way a little bit and see if there's anything along the road. I also thought I had the different gun out. But I was like, oh, I didn't manage to kill him in, like, the one shot. There's a car. Alright, so I'm going to have somebody else in here somewhere. I'm not sure where. This place has been, like, looted. You can see it, all the doors are open. But there was another guy before. He was at those houses over there. So if he's not dead, if they're not dead, right, then we've got a problem with this car situation then. They could be just there too. I'll only find out, I guess, when I get into the fucking thing. I don't see anybody. This looks like it works. Now, I kind of don't want to go immediately where the people were. But I kind of need to just get in. There's no real choice with this one. There will be a couple of people over this way. Somewhere. I should just head straight for the zone, like straight across here. Don't flip, I need this car. Oh, there's the bears. I'm watching you, you bastard. I don't need to be killed by a bear right now. I also don't remember this place being so fucking blue. There we go. Okay, I'm going a little off course. I'm also near a storm. Leave the trees alone. I think that's train station, I think. And I'm right on the thick of a storm. This isn't going to help me. I just need to keep visibility. I'm also getting real hurt, so I need to not hit any more trees. Alright, I'm almost in the zone. Nearly there. Some arsehat's probably going to just like turn around and cap me once as I drive in. Don't hit the tree. I could kill myself just by beeping a tree. Or some hay or whatever. Alright. This looks like the zone. So I'm going to need to get somewhere in here and then heal myself. That place is not a good choice. I haven't seen anybody yet, out of interest. There is a motorbike. Leave that alone. That's motorbikes ain't for snow. They can do it, it's just not right now. Alright, let's get somewhere up in here. I'm going kind of around the border, I know. Then, let's head into this place up here. If I head up here, and car still runs, all that stuff. Where is it? This house complex right here. Alright, as long as I don't hit a wall. There we go. Alright, let me into the coupe. And I'll take a chance to fucking heal. Because holy shit. I was not really expecting to get all the way in here. I legitimately thought I'd boop a tree or something like that, you know, casually just, you know, get dead. Something along those lines. Alright. So my only problem is I'm dead center in here. And I don't know where anybody else is. This housing area didn't look particularly used. So it could be lulling me into a false sense of security, but most people just don't bother to shut doors. There's a car. I've been wanting to have a look for a little while. Got a little bit more damage, but my stability and stuff on this gun is so much better. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, actually, hold on. I do like the idea of being able to cap them with that, but we all know how much fun I have with this, so let me take those just in case. Grab that. I don't think these can go on a, well, a scope can, but I don't want to. Get this loaded. I know that this pulls me to being long range or close range and pretty much like no medium, but I really don't care. I enjoyed the DBS, and I do like the M24. So it kind of like works, you know. Yeah, grab that. Alright. Plus the DPS is one of those guns where as soon as you fire it once, you pretty much guarantee that like most people will not kind of like run headfirst into it. Although the car outside is a bit of a giveaway here. Okay. Where am I? I'm in the circle. There is gunfire up this way. That way. Probably on top of the mountain, I would say. I could probably also assume that over here would actually be safe near the water. I don't think there's too much going on there. There is stuff going that way. It's kind of out to the side. So, like, I could stay in the house. Would be very safe. Would be very protected for a while. If I could find some grenades around here, this would be great. I might just take the time and see if I can just spot some grenades. Because that could make an absolute difference. I could also absolutely get headshot, capped, you know. Or I could have somebody spot me running around between the buildings and like shoot me that way too. But, you know, it could happen anyway. So I might as well see if I can find the grenades and see how that goes. That's a 2x scope. I don't really want it 2 times on guns. What is this? I sure as shit won't be leaving a spare one of those just laying around for starters. I also didn't say change the gun over, but it changed the gun over anyway. Alright. That sounded like you were like just back up here somewhere. There is a car coming in, or a bike or whatever. Somebody's over this hill. And somebody's out this way. That thing being next to me isn't ideal because you can shoot that and it will explode. I just don't tend to. The other thing too is I wouldn't mind getting up on the roof here. I know you can do it. And generally it's not that bad to like get up onto. If I can just, there we go. All right. Cool. I will take my tactical spot on the roof. It makes me incredibly easy to see, but most people are not looking up. Like this guy coming in, I don't know where he is. Up there is no longer viable. Be up on that hill. Honestly, hanging around near this bit's a bit safer, honestly. Because it gives me at least like one wall of coverage so I can like duck down here. Let's see if I can see anybody at a... Whoop. Somebody saw me. I don't know where from. I'll tell you what, walking around the fucking side of the building is not the best idea. Somebody saw me. I was gonna say, yes, I can definitely get my ass handed to me up here. If somebody can see me, that person's coming in. Let me stay here. And there you go. Like, it could be somebody that was just up there. I know, it could have been that way. It had to be either that way or that way that got me then. And there's a few people that are nearby, so go find out. I don't see anybody that way. See, I was thinking up here is unlikely. Just because I was on the roof in a way where you couldn't see that side. There is definitely people that way. See what I can get from over here. Because some bastard could see me. The other thing too is they could be literally over at those houses as well. Like there's a gunfight going on up there somewhere. I'm not too sure quite where. I need a better vantage point than this. This place doesn't have any like windows on that side. It pisses me off. Alright, let's go back downstairs. There's lots of window options down here. So I came in around the back here. I think I was getting shot on this side. Right. So is there somebody up on the hill? Anybody? Because I think I was on that building, right? Which means that theoretically there shouldn't be anybody that way. Or if there is, it wasn't the person that shot me. Either way, the zone is coming in like really, really fast. So we're not going to have much of a choice in a minute. I just want to see if I can spot somebody. Before they spot me, I will definitely get rid of them. Yeah, not seeing anybody. Can't see anybody that way. I think behind us might be safe. I feel like that's inaccurate. So I'm guessing somebody must be back here. I haven't seen them yet. But yeah, this should come in. It's almost to the line now. So probably about those tree lines. Okay. So now I'm outside the circle. But, alright. There is a car coming over that way. That is that mountaintop that I was talking about. If they come over this side and they just sit there, I'll just cap them. Come on, mate. I kind of want to just go out this door. If I step out there now, because they should be over there somewhere, it's just a bad idea. Let's do it anyway. I can't. I don't get many choices here for what I can do. Could take my car in. That's still an option. How's my vest got hurt? My vest got hurt bad. Oh, there's 3 of us. When did we get to the top 3? Is that somebody there? No. Okay. Alright, so there's one guy in a car up top. I don't have any grenades. This is one of those times where this is not going to be good for me. Kind of need to go around this way, I feel like. Especially if he goes wide around there. If he's just been over here. He's just been over here and he didn't see anybody. Or nobody piped up to shoot. I could get lucky with that. That's a dead guy there. And let me get the coverage of behind here. I wonder if he's got the snow ghillie. I'm not quite in the zone. Fucking hell. Come on, mate. Yeah, no. I don't know what that is. I got no idea what that gun is. Alright, hold on. I need to heal and I don't have a grenade and I know what he's going to do. There we go. Dead. Oh, not quite. Next one is, though. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know what he's using. I don't know what that gun is. Oh, it's the little gun. As soon as I saw the grenades coming, I'm like, this is why you need grenades. Plus, I'm downhill as well. But yeah, pretty much as soon as you get somebody in the end that has a car, you know that you're not really, like, you're going to be up against somebody that just doesn't give a fuck. So basically, to explain that is you get like a play style where like no fucks are given. So they're just going to like do anything randomly. There's no way to like anticipate. Like there's no safe play. There's just absolutely just throw anything at the wall kind of thing. So it's fucking dangerous. As soon as you see somebody in the top, I don't know, 3 that has a car, that still has a car and is like getting around in there, like it also means that whoever the other person in your group is essentially probably not able to take them out in a car either. In my case, I can't take them out in a car. I've only done it once ever. So I have to wait for them to get out. And if they're stopping and getting out, they've probably seen one of us. So it's kind of shitty and unfortunate. But I don't know. Kind of used to it, I guess, in that sense. Because, like, as soon as I saw that he had it, I was just like, yeah, it's going to be this. See, I got all these. They're weeklies that I can do. Oh, man. I could throw a grenade and get a kill and get a thing. Actually, I gotta do that 3 separate times per match. I think. Yeah, I'd say per match, probably. I don't know. I guess what's everybody up to for the weekend? I feel like, I don't know. There won't be much probably happening here. Probably just try to get some rest. If that. It's been, I don't know, a very combination of like extremely hot with like the heat wave going again. I think this is like our 4th or 5th heat wave. And then we've had like lorikeets going ham for like a week or so. So, been a pretty disruptive week. But, I don't know. Hopefully eventually either the heat waves break or the birds like finish up what they're doing and leave. I also worked out what they're eating too. It's really, really frustrating. A few years ago, some random bird shot a tree into my yard. let's just imagine for a second that it was a whole last tree just got shot out and planted in that moment, because that's a lot funnier. And essentially, we thought that it was like the pigeons in the area. We were always like cussing out the pigeons. So we're like, you fucking assholes. I did not want a tree. And then it came into flower for the first year ever this year. Like, the problem is we missed getting to pull it out when it was small. And then when it was bigger, we didn't have the equipment to cut it. And now that it's huge, we don't have any equipment to cut it safely, because it's now about the size of a 2-story fucking house. And it is right next to the tree that I actually did plant. So the tree next to it is unfortunately not doing that great, but I did have one tree in that spot that I had intended to have a tree in that area. But this was not that tree. This is something that got shot in by a random bird. So, yeah, we always thought that it was the pigeons that did it, right? But it actually turns out this whole time it was a lorikeet. And the only reason why we know that is because no other bird will get in the fucking tree except for the rainbow lorikeets. And when they are in the tree, they absolutely go crackers. Like, they literally just kind of like roll around in the tree as if it's like fucking crack and they're just dusting themselves. Like, it's just like, holy fuck, just calm down. But yeah, it's fucking hell. They're unbelievably loud, and they're not like a pretty, like, twittery, sing-songy bird. They're literally like screeches and rabbles, and that's essentially all their communication is. But they sound like they're perpetually angry at each other all the time. So it's hilarious in a really, really fucking frustrating way, because I said yesterday that I was like, oh, they start from like 5:50. No, apparently, because I had noticed one morning, I'm like, man, this is really early, but I didn't know what time it was at the time when I heard it. And so I actually paid attention today, and they start from about 4 a.m. and they go until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So, like, they just sit there being pissy at each other, like, basically getting drunk on these flowers all fucking day. And, like, the only good thing is, like, I really hope and don't think that they'll fucking shout out another one. And if they do, we should be able to get rid of it in its small form, because we know what it looks like. It actually, when it started growing, we kind of had several of these plants growing, and they were kind of like, if you look up, if you're not Australian, you're not sure what this is, look up a jacaranda tree or a poinciana or a grevillea. I couldn't spell any of that shit. Just fucking wing it. Google will help you. Anyway, we used to have those, and we didn't have them, but we used to have a heap of them, like, trying to grow. So you'd end up with, just all kinds of birds coming in being like, oh my God, you have this tree, how accommodating, and just absolutely go like ham on it. And we were just like constantly pulling out these like little saplings that were constantly growing, because, we didn't want the tree. And, we already had like a shit ton of plants and stuff in the garden. So it wasn't like we needed it. Oh, that is a long way. I'm going to need a car. I'm going to need a car for certain. Also, what is this like shooting now? It's good in close range. Cool. Yeah, so anyway, it never quite looked sort of exactly like one of those, but it had like a kind of a similarity to it. Not the same, but close enough that you're like, oh yeah, it might not necessarily be a jacaranda, or, it could be like a poinciana or something, because they're all kind of about the same, pretty much, right? So we're like, all right, it's probably just a different variation of it. I got no fucking idea what this tree is. I legit don't know. It's some kind of like super, super tall fucking tree that like blooms with like pink-ish flowers, that thing, in like small little clusters, but they're not like native Australian bottle brushes or anything like that, which are like basically like giant pipe cleaners on a stick. They're just, I don't even know what it is, but yeah, it's definitely something that they eat. And when I was like annoyed the other day that I'm like, oh, some asshole's feeding them, apparently my yard's the asshole. Like, I'm not going to say that it's me specifically because I didn't plant the motherfucker. Where are you? Yeah, I didn't plant it. I wouldn't plant something that specifically brings them in. I've already got plenty of native shit in my yard. You're about there somewhere. I'm not sure. They're like right there somewhere. Let me get behind this one. Get me some more clarity. Actually, fuck it. Oh, come on. I want to give this gun a go, you know? It goes up pretty high. Mate, fuck you then. I do want to kill them. I'm not gonna lie. See, you're up here. Oh god. I just don't have time for you, mate. I can keep up or don't. You shoot at me, I'll go back and I'll kill you. That's how I'll take it. But yeah, there's a long run. I don't have time to just mess with this one guy. But yeah, it was a little frustrating to realize that we're the people that have the tree. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta admit, there was like a moment where it got like really, really hot across like the middle of today. It got like unbelievably so. I was really faint from it, and it was just like the birds shut up. The birds shut up for like 10 minutes, half an hour, something like that. And I was just like, wow, silence. So they actually do shut up, but they'll shut up because it's too hot to be angry at each other, basically. Fucking classic Australia. Is it acrylic in Australian heat? What's the 3 circles do? Either the emote hasn't displayed properly, or I'm not sure what that is. So what come in about this? They're melting. Yeah, no, it's just showing like 3 little orbs for me. I wanted to have like a melting emote for like my stream thing tonight, and I'm like, nah, I couldn't find one. Yeah, how sometimes like, I don't know, if you get gifted a gift sub and stuff, like sometimes you'll get one in there. I don't have any that are active at the moment. And then I've got what do you call it? Just basic emotes. If I had done it for my phone, I probably could have put like a melting one in, but sometimes it doesn't like show through. But yeah, it essentially it was pretty bad about this. Like I had a shower before midday, and like you guys know by now, I've had like cold ass showers. Like the hot water hasn't even been turned on for basically all of December and most of January. And I got out, and my hair it took about 2 hours to dry. You would have thought that the heat would have like insta dried it, but it didn't. And it wouldn't dry. And I'm like, this is horrible. But then there was something else I noticed. There was something that like alerted me to the fact that it was muggy. And I'm like, oh, okay, that lets me know. Because there's usually like either like a level of condensation or like a clamminess or something to it. I don't know how to explain it. There's something, just like something you notice as you go about your day kind of thing. Like, oh, it's really, really, really like muggy and stuff. And in this case, in like the late evening, it looked like it was going to storm. And it was like, oh, finally, reprieve. And oh, no. We got the lightning show from a great distance. I don't know where that storm hit, but we got the cloud coverage to make everything hotter. All the computer fans started like screaming at that point. Like it had gone up to a point where the fans had to kick in and go over time kind of thing while we weren't using the fucking computers. So I should have checked what fucking temperature the computer was running at. I forgot to look at it. I didn't think. But it was pretty fucking nasty. The lightning show was amazing though. I ended up just laying in the dark room and just being like, just watching it. And essentially it was kind of like the trim frame things around the window would like light up as if they were like a beam light themselves. And it would just like, it would light up the, like, I don't know, the rim around like the window itself. And then the rest of it would just like flash and flicker. And it was pretty nice, Welcome in, Choking. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I don't know. It was like, it was pretty nice. I might go steal that car, honestly, unless there's like one here. Nah. I need a car. I know there's like one or two people over here, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah. What's the picnic basket on fire? Essentially was. It was just like there was just no way to particularly cool down. I see you, mate. Actually, hold on. The VSS might do this. Hold on. Not VSS, it's or is it? I don't know. Fuck off. My car. I don't necessarily want to kill you. You'll sit behind that tree. Let me get my other gun. Don't do it, mate. No. Look, I'll get up to car. If he actually would be very smart to like attack the car, that would be brilliant.